Hey folks, my name is Tim. I'm the security nerd. Stopped to get some gas. I'm on the way to camera installation job. Thanks for watching the video about the mask. If you haven't watched the welcome video already, it explains everything. But real quick, my middle boy says you need something to catch people's attention. So you come up with the idea of wearing a mask. So thus the mask. It's an attempt to get you to watch the video. So if it works, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. But as I said before, my name is Tim. I'm the security nerd. I'm on the way to get the equipment for a 3-camera job. On the way, I usually think about the job quite intensively. You know, what's the first step? What's the second step? You know, I do these steps the same way every install, so that I stay focused, so that it's easy for me to complete the job without mistakes. So that when challenges come up, they don't throw me for a loop. But the main reason is it helps me to stay calm. It helps me to feel prepared for the job, so that when I get to the job, I'll be ready to go. So today we're going over. It's about a 30-minute drive, so bear with us. We're gonna get the equipment. And the first thought that I have is, do I have everything I need in the back of the truck? And you can see over here, there's a little wood cabinet. I'm doing 2 things at once. I just got to drop that real quick off at a customer's house. Kind of already let the customer know I was running late because I got out of the house late. But that should only take me about 5 minutes just to do real quick. Something I do on the side. Just to have fun and make more money. But as I'm going to the job, as I'm going to get the equipment, I'm thinking about, do I have all my tools? Do I have everything? Normally I'd get to put together that stuff the night before, the day before, and last night I didn't. For whatever reason, I wasn't able to do it. Maybe it was raining, or whatever the situation might be. I don't even remember at this point. But I realized that I don't have my Cat 5 wiring, so I'll have to run back to the office on the way back through to the customer's house. Should only take me 5-10 minutes. But I've already texted the customer and let them know I'm running a little bit late. Pro tip: if you're running late to a customer's house, make sure that you either call them or text them and let them know. Because if you give them a window of between, say, 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., most customers are expecting you there at 10 a.m. I hate to say it, but that's kind of the way it is. And if they're not thinking that you're going to be there or expecting it, they want you to be there at 10 a.m. So even if I'm 10 minutes late, I'll text the customer and let them know. So the first step that I usually do is get into the attic, take a look and make sure I have access to all the points of where the cameras are going to be. If I don't, then I run around the house, I take a look and see how can I get into the attic, how can I hide the wiring, how can I make it look nice. And most of the time I can figure that out. It's pretty simple. Run it up in the eaves, can never see the wiring, and you can get into the attic usually somewhere along those points. Then after I do all that, I run the wire, and I always run the wire the same way. I run the wire from the point of the camera to the NVR, or the recording device. So in this situation, it's going to be in a closet. So I'll run it from the point of the camera whether it be the front door, the driveway, or the back yard. We're going to run it from there to the closet where the NVR is going to be. Once we do that, then we put the RJ45 ends on. Then we test each line, make sure that I've got the RJs on correctly, as well as to make sure that, you know, that it's working the way it should. Then I put all the cameras up. Then I mount the NVR in the closet, and then I hook the cameras to the NVR and do all the programming for that. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about programming is I like to make sure the cameras themselves are optimized for performance. And there's a couple different ways that I do that. The very first thing is I make sure that the recording device has enough bandwidth, incoming bandwidth, to accept all of the bandwidth that camera is producing. So there'll be a video here in a little while explaining bandwidth and how it all works. So that might be one of the reasons you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that when that comes out, you'll understand that. Because really, honestly, if your NVR doesn't have enough bandwidth for the cameras that's being placed or paired with it, then your recording is not going to be very good. And again, I'll get into that in another video. So there's two ways that I make these cameras optimal. First way is to make sure they're updated, or you know, the firmware is updated. The second way is to program them. In the cameras that I use, it gives an opportunity within the programming to label the video. Poor quality, best quality, so 1 through 6. It comes pre-programmed at like 4, so it's kind of like a good quality, a little better than a good quality. So what I like to do is I like to up that to the 6, and then which adds more bit rate to the video, or bandwidth to the video. So so what I do there is I give it a variable bit rate, and not a variable, excuse me, a customized bit rate. So I raise it to the highest bit rate it can be. That allows for clear pictures all the time, whether there's motion, whether there's a ton of motion, or whether there's not a ton of motion. So it makes it look really nice and makes it work the way it should. So after all the programming's done, then the cleanup happens. Actually, excuse me, I did skip a step. After the cameras go up, I actually go around the outside of the house and clean up everything, because I'm pretty much done outside. So some guy just stalled in front of me, sorry. I need to pay attention so I don't ram the back of him. Give me about a second and a half here. They're having a hard time getting going here. Okay, there we go. Figures, they got going and ran the red light, and now I get stuck behind the red light. But anyway, that's how it goes when you're in a hurry to get to the customer's house. But anyway, so I was talking about after I put the cameras up, the very first thing I do is clean up outside. That way it's a clean environment. I wash my hands too, and get all washed up, so that when I go in the house, I'm practically pretty clean, so that I can put the NVR up, I can hook the, so on and so forth. So that's kind of what I do on the way to get the equipment. And then on the way to the customer's house from the equipment, I just kind of relax and listen to some music, just have a good time thinking about things. So next time you see me, I'm going to be at the customer's house, and we're going to get this thing installed.
Hey there, I'm Tim, the security nerd. At a customer's house, getting ready for the install and getting all my tools kind of straightened out here. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the attic and kind of take a look and make sure I have access to all of the areas where we're going to put the cameras. That's already been designed. So if you want to see the process of how to design a system, there are going to be more videos to that effect. The mask is simply because my son, my middle boy, shout out to my middle boy here, says, Tim, you need something to kind of capture somebody's attention to watch your video. And he said, well, why not wear a nerdy mask? So here I am, Tim, the security nerd. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to go in the house. And I get my blanket here, like to put that down for the customer, protect the floors, protect the insulation from coming down on the floors. Get my ladder up and we'll see you in the attic. Okay, we're in the attic. We got a pole from over there. So we're gonna check, make sure we have access to it real quick. So what I'm gonna do, show my light over there in the corner. And let's see here. Don't really see where we're gonna have access over there. So we may have to go outside in the rafters. Check it out. Be careful to step on all of the 2x4s up here. Okay, I don't really see that we'll have access there. So, oh, there. Down in there, if you can see it, there's a flat roof. So it's possible we may have some. I'll check it out before I, but let's see about the front here. Can I see up in here? Let's see. Looks like the same for here too as well. Not a lot of access up here, but we'll take a look at it and see. So next time you see me, we'll be outside. Okay, we're outside now. So this corner here will have a camera on it, and from what I can tell, if you look up here, let's take a look and see what we got. Look up here, this roof right here is flat. So what I'm gonna do is bring the line up along the, kind of going somewhere right in there. Right in there somewhere. And that should be adequate. And obviously anytime you drill a hole, you're gonna put 100% silicone in there so that it'll keep it from getting wet. And the other one is gonna go right here. We're gonna do it on this side of the drain pipe here, and we're gonna try to get the front yard and the driveway with this here. So that also looks like it might have to go up along the side a little bit here and into the attic that way. So that's pretty good. The only concern I'm gonna have is this camera up here for the front door. This camera right here doesn't look like there's access. It looks like there's going to be a board up there that's going to block it from the attic. So what I might have to do is I might have to take down the eaves just a little bit here and drill through that wood up there, but hey, it can be done. So let's get it going. So what I'll do is, as soon as I get done doing what I'm doing here, and right before I run the wires, I'll show you how I do that. All right, see you in a minute. All right, I'm back, and I'm gonna run the wires here. So sometimes you got to be a little creative. I had to pull back this here to see what was up in there, and there's some wood up there. So I'm gonna put this back real nice and easy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill right through here into this area here, and then we're gonna run it along. The eaves up here to where we're gonna go into the attic. So that's what we're gonna do real quick. If you wanna watch, be my guest. Right there. Won't ever see that. And then we're going to grab this wire here. And once we have the wire, we're going to feed it through, maybe about four feet or so, 3 foot. So feed it right through there, like that. And leave about 3 or 4 feet here. And wrap it up like this. So it looks nice, just in case I don't get done today, then we're not leaving wires all over the place. So, and once I have that, pull it kind of tight here and let it hang. And then go ahead and put this back real nice and neat, so that it doesn't hurt anything, damage anything. Put that right back up in there. Just like that. There we go. Now we run this up here and bring it back a little bit so that it's like it's supposed to. And there we go. All right, now this one here will end up running in here to where this camera's going to be. Probably put it back up in here, and we'll probably attach the camera somewhere right in here across the backyard. All right, so I've run the wiring for this one camera, and this is why I couldn't see anything from in the attic. This nice house has these hardwood covering the eaves, which is great. However, what I'm going to do is go ahead and drill kind of at a catty corner, because I'm going to stick my rod up in there. So, all right. So there's a small hole. That small hole should take both wires. And we're going to go ahead and patch that as well when we're done running the wires. So there you go. All right, we're going to attach the wire to the push stick. Good old electrical tape. I love this stuff. So you just simply wrap it around a few times here. And I like to fold over the end so that on the other end I can tear it off real easy. So then what we're going to do is take this, with my line is stretched out quite a bit here, all the way out to the road, and that way it comes into the attic real nice and neat. All right, so something that we always run into, or sometimes run into, is not only do we have wood here that I drilled through, but we've also got wood up in there as well on past this. So when I drill through this, there's still another piece of wood. So I don't want to drill into anything up in the attic, so I'm going to go check it out. And it'll probably take me an extra 20 minutes to just check it out, but I want to make sure that I don't drill into any electrics. I don't drill into any, even through the roof. I don't want to do that. I just want to make sure that if I drill through this piece of wood that I can't see here, that on the other side is clear path to where I need to get my wiring. So sometimes we have to do this, and it takes a little extra time, but it's well worth the effort for the professional look. All right. I was coming in right there, going through joists. That's what I'm going through. So I think I'm going to come down just a little bit and see if I can come in without going through a joist. I'm not sure if I can do that and make it look nice. We're going to just take a peek out there. If not, I'll just go right through that joist. Shouldn't be that big of an issue. All right, so I figured out a way to finally get this through so you can't see anything here. And then it comes through right there. Boom. Looks real nice. And then it's gonna go right straight in the, somewhere right in there. So about 10 feet from here. And then this other wire that goes to the front is gonna run up in here and you'll never see it. So to make it look real nice, see it there, I'm just gonna feed it all the way down, and then we'll have a nice professional install, and you'll never see these wires. And we're all siliconed up so that you can't see the holes, and the holes don't leak water. This is what it looks like here. We just kind of had to pull this stuff back a little and drill a little bit here. So that's kind of what it looks like right there. And there's a hole for the cameras. So we're just gonna clean this up real nice and make it look nice for the homeowner. All right, just finished the front door. We're gonna walk around the side of the house here, and we're gonna go in the attic. We're gonna get that wire we just put in, and we're going to hook it up to the wire that goes into the closet, and from there we're going to go ahead and put the ends on and get these cameras up. All right, looks like we're going to be able to get this wire, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right in there. It's right in there. So I got my pull stick, or my grab stick, and it goes all the way in there, and we're going to try to grab that wire right there, not the yellow one, but the white one there in the corner, very corner, slight slim, right in there. Let me see if I can, yeah, there we go, right there. We're going to grab that wire, that's the front camera, and then we're going to bring it over here. We're going to tie them all together, and then I'm going to get them into the closet where the NVR is going to be headed. So that's what we're going to do right now, and I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, I had to crawl into the attic just a minute to get that wiring, but I've got it hooked up on the pull stick. And so what I'm going to try to do is show you a little trick that I learned. I don't know if you can see that too well. I'm gonna bring it up so you can a little bit. Right there. So what I do, twist, if you can see it down there twisting, I like to twist it so that it pulls a little bit easier. So then I just pull it along. And as long as there's no kinks on the other end, it comes right to me. So there we go. So there you go. So the next step is to actually go in the house to get the wire from the closet. And again, that wire is going to pull up right in here somewhere, and I'll be able to hook them all together, pull it through, and then we'll get the rest of the install done. So in preparation for going into the attic through the closet there, and honestly, I don't even know where I learned this. I don't remember. Somebody showed me this once, and I thought it was really cool. Put a little cup, not a cup, but a plastic bottle over that, and when you set it up against the ceiling there, and you drill all of the, since you're up like this, you know, up like this, all of the drywall goes right into the cup, and you've got a nice clean hole and clean closet, so you don't have to clean up as much. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought I'd kind of show you that. And if you're doing what I do, you've got plenty of bottles laying around. All right, so I drilled in the closet and that's what I got. So you see, it works. Just a simple little thing. Took a few minutes to drill, and caught everything in this little plastic cup. So now I just need to dump it and get rid of the plastic cup, and we're all good to go. We're in the closet, and as you can see, I've got my push stick up there with the wire on it. Now this push stick is a glow rod, so I should be able to see it. So hopefully we'll see it from the attic, and we'll be able to pull this wire. I've got a little on the side, on the bottom, so that when I pull it, it doesn't come all the way into the attic. So we can tie it to the other ones and pull it right in, and we'll have all three of our wires right here in the closet. All right. Okay, we're somewhere in here. because I know when I was pushing that stick up, it was getting caught on this stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna crawl a little bit. Let's see if we can see it in here. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Might be further down there. A little bit further in. It's probably right in that area right there. So let me crawl over there. Let me see. I'm gonna need two hands. I don't want to be unsafe. So once I find it, I'll show you. All right, I was a little off. There's a little bit more right in there. So let's go around there and let's take a peek. There it is right there. So I have my protective gear on. Show you that in a minute, but let's see if we can find it right in here somewhere. Okay, wasn't in there either. Oh, there it is. Yep. There, it's right there. And this is why you don't want to push these things too hard in the attic, because they will get messed up with the stuff and they will hurt it. So that's why you really be careful. So here we go. All right. And we're back for camera 3 here. All right, so here is the device that's at the other end. I'm gonna plug that one in. Check that out. There we go. So all of them are working now. So I'm back the next day. We're just putting these cameras up real quick. And I thought I'd try to show you what we do and how it works. So I'm gonna set this down. I've already kind of know where I'm gonna set it. You can see the hole up there where we're gonna put that camera. And I wanted to show you these cameras. They come with some oh shoot, this one didn't come with one. Okay, yeah, I'm not liking this one. It's been opened and it's been used, so guess what, it's going back to the store. See, sometimes you just don't know. And I'm seeing this more and more often in this industry, where we're good guys. Now I gotta waste my time, gotta waste my customers' time to go back to the warehouse and get another camera, because I'm definitely not going to use this camera, because once you hook it to an NVR, the camera keeps the previous password, and you got to go through a bunch of hassle to get it undone, and just not going to do that. So I'm finishing up this job, so I just wanted to walk around outside here and kind of show you what I did and try to see if I can't give you a little heads up here. So there's a camera off to the back here, and if you've already kind of watched it a little bit, you'll notice that it was a used camera, and so I got to take it back and I got to get another one. And I've already given you my thoughts on that. So as I walk, you can kind of see up right there. This is kind of where I went in. Right up in there is where I went in with both wires into the attic. And the nice thing was I was able to open this screen here, and that helped me get in there. So if you've noticed, as I'm walking, right here is where the wire is run, but you cannot see it because I tucked it up in the room there. So you're never going to see these wires. So we're going to go out here and we're going to take a look at the finished product. It's sitting up here. So there's the finished product, tucked right in behind the drain pipe here, and the view is just perfect. So the view gets the majority of the driveway, with a little bit with this blocking it, but since it's a motorized varivocal, we were able to zoom it in a little bit and get rid of that drain pipe look. The next camera, or the third camera, is just up here in the corner, and this camera here will take care of the front door and some of the front entrance way here. So that's pretty much it. As far as the wires are concerned, they actually ran up into the, I was able to get them up into the attic and ran them down down inside a closet here, put the NVR in the closet. All right. Final install. Got the cords running down the inside here. And down the wall to the modem. So that's how it looks. Nice and tucked up, real nice and neat. And see you on the outside. And everything looks really nice. And I'm just gonna wrap all that up, get cleaned up, and we're gonna get out of here. I have to come back another day, obviously, to go ahead and put that last camera up. But for this job, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. So thanks for watching, and until next time, just stay safe. All right, so as I'm cleaning up, I realized I didn't show you what I meant by the safety equipment that I use in the attic. I normally use a vest that protects me from the nails on the back. I didn't need that in this attic because it was so big and so open, but I also wear a hard hat. Now this one I was wearing, the hard hat protects my head from hitting the all the 6x2s up there, the railing or the rafters. It also helps me from the nails that stick through the roof. So kind of wanted to give you a quick view of how cool that looks. Yeah, I do look like a nerd, but hey, I'm the security nerd, so oh well.